Hey, what's up? I'm back. Just drinking a little bit of water. Oh, it's like the way this city is. I'm in New York. If you don't know, the way this city is, it's cold. It's cold. You know, all I could do is actually try to participate, do things the correct way. You know, people have their own perception of how things are supposed to be and how it's supposed to go. I'm not going to be a part of that. Might as well say I'm moving in a different lane. Okay? Because there's rules to this game. I don't know what type of games other people are playing, but I'm telling you, that I'm not playing any of those games. After a while you reach a certain age, you really don't have time to be playing any games. I'm also opening up other windows here because, bruh, everything can't just be onto one platform. I don't know if you know that, but you really have to expand, literally expand. So I'm constantly doing other things at the same time. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe that's sometimes why if you see me on live, I'll be like looking over there now. I'm looking over that way and looking this way. Hey, just imagine I'm getting ready for the big camera when I'm gonna have one over here, one over here, one over there. But right now it's Okay, I'm looking at this screen and that one and the other one too. That's exactly how I have to do it. So today I'm going to be talking about relationships, dating. You know, every now and then I'm going to be like tapping in. If anybody wants to say anything in the comments, you can. Other than that, because I'm looking at the comments everywhere, and I do respond. Okay, and I do follow me back, and all of that. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about with dating is your guys' obsession with comparing older women to younger women. Personally, I think that men are obsessed with dating younger females, not because of their body, because of their intelligence. And, like somebody that's like new to the world, okay, they're going to be like so excited about everything. Going to an amusement park is so exciting. Everything's so exciting when someone's young. They actually get to relive their youth through those women. They could say they're not, but they are. I'll say it again. You men are reliving your youth by dating younger women. Get over it. It's really creepy. you know, all of a sudden he's wearing a book bag and his head on backwards and he's Mr. Cool. They date the younger chicks because they make them feel young. Ladies, you just making them feel young. That's what it is. I mean, don't we all know this? Because the intellect of women, oh my goodness, you can't compare it. We see you guys coming a mile away every time, all ages. So you can't really compare. Exactly, like you can't do that. And then on top of that, here's the icing on the cake. Sometimes some older women like to have a little fun too. But you don't know that, or you can't find that. I don't get it. But also with the body type and the body shaming, to me, that's giving immaturity. Okay? Now you can say you don't like, I don't like this, I don't like that. But at the end of the day, if you're in love with a person, you're supposed to love all of them. It's like really giving that if your girlfriend was in a major fire and survived, you would not want to see her body. You would body shame her because of she was a victim of a situation. You make her cover it up, make her feel small about it. Yeah, it's really giving immature because at the end of the day, this body is a vessel. It's like the thing that you're supposed to be dating is the brain, the heart. Okay, that's what you're dating. Now you want to date the body, okay, But what I noticed also, you guys not even listening to women, you really don't care at all what they're saying. You'll pay attention. You'll pay attention. We're a little, yeah, you don't say, I told you about that girl. But at the end of the day, you're not listening to anything we're saying at all. You're not listening. All men care about is, some of these men, all they care about is what bright lights they can see. Bright colored nails. Beep, 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 beep. They need bright colored nails. They need real long hair like a horse. Need a horse hair, right? Then they need the body, everything to be plump and juicy, look like something they could eat. Now we got all these plastic Barbies out here, and y'all don't want them. They working at Target. They working at McDonald's. Man, the truth exposed. Y'all dudes is broke. Because how they were supposed to be living a lavish lifestyle in Miami. These women went out their way to go get those booties done and get their chest done and everything. And it was supposed to keep them youthful. Y'all said y'all want to be youthful, right? Y'all want women to be youthful, right? But they ended up working in Target, TJ Maxx. I'm seeing the big booty on the MTA bus. I'm seeing them at the good ones. They CNAs. Now, I'm not going to say anything, but I heard some things about the CNA lifestyle, and I done seen some places where people go get their back massage, and they won't let me in the building, okay? Especially when they say men's barbershop, they won't even let me in. I'm like, well, I want to fade away. No, you can't come in. I know it's not a barbershop. I know what y'all doing in there. I know exactly what's going on. The city know too, but they enjoy getting free services. They also like fake Gucci bags too, so it's a little give and take in there. It's New York City. So when guys are dating, they want the girl with the long hair, the big booty, and all that stuff. At the end of the day, none of that stuff even matters at all. And then on top of that, to me, it's giving fake. Because at the end of the day, you should want a woman that generally went out of her way to build her body the way she did. She went out of it is giving something. Because anybody could put a little staple in their tummy so they can eat less. Or anybody could get some fat sucked out. But an eater's gonna be an eater. Am I lying? An eater is gonna be an eater. You take all this out, you do all of that, whatever, but they're gonna go right back to eating. Right? What are you talking about? They're gonna eat, bruh. So it's like willpower. So if you see somebody like, even if they was like overweight, man, you better appreciate that underdog, the one that actually is going out there getting things done. Because it's even harder. It's even harder. But you guys are like the young girls. And it never works out. She's using you. Poof, you're 4-time. And you know that. That's another thing. They like to date the young chicks because they know it's just 4-time. They don't even have to dump her. She's going to dump you. At some point, be gone. Get out of here. Scram. She's going to do it. And then you have to remember, there's a lot of other things going on. It's a little dim today. I mean, I could turn on the lights, but I really like the low light sometimes. But it's just chill vibes. Okay. You have to remember also, these chicks, man. You think like, okay, they're not going to do anything crazy? Oh, they got something crazy for you. Because imagine you thinking it's all good, and then she started talking about, oh, I want to do this or do that. And then she's like, she'll lure, like women will lure men to locations. They'll say that they have a brother. A brother. It's not a brother. That's a man. Sometimes right before they dump you, they lure you a location. Oh, no, what happened? What happened? Oh, take everything. They'd be like, well, he got me too. That's crazy, right? Don't fall for it. It's a trap. And you, sir, must be in the Bronx if that happens. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, the women wear shiesties. They don't play. You wouldn't even know. Arm like this. Arm is big, like, bruh. So, on top of that, what's this I was talking about? I don't even know where it is. But now, let me go to the topics, because I have some topics here, and I'm going to pick one or two, and that's what I'm going to talk about right now. But comment right here. Okay. All right. Open it up. All right. Let me see. Now, some people had some questions for me to ask, so when they watch it later, or if they're in here right now, I'm going to talk about it, because definitely, trust me, I know. I have all the answers. Like I said, I am the best wing woman there is on all sides. I know exactly, like, I don't even play any games like that. All these games that people play, I don't even play them. Nope, not at all. Okay. All right, so let's talk about, when does love turn into obsession? All right? We're going to talk about the difference between healthy interest and unhealthy interest. Now, if you ever experienced someone being obsessed, you didn't ever realize they were becoming obsessed, these are some signs, okay? Let me tell you, what a lot of women do, and I can't even blame them, is they won't leave. If you guys, and this one, I'm blaming you dudes. They will not leave. Okay? You guys know that y'all have this magic stick, right? You guys know you have a magic stick. It's like a magic wand. Now, you can wave your wand like this. You can wave your wand like that. You can wave it like this. But you guys have the nerve to act like you summoning the whole earth to rise up and float into the skies. The things y'all do to women. Who told you to do it like that? Don't you do that to, if you're gonna do all of that, if you're gonna make love to a woman, she is going to love you. So if you don't love her, why would you make love to her? It's gonna be like a thin line between love and hate. She's not going nowhere. So as soon as you do that, as soon as you put it down, she's laying down. That's it. Don't put it down if you don't want her to lay down. Now y'all will be like, really gotta get up early. BS. You gotta get up early for what? Why y'all do that too? Okay. Now she's obsessed. Obviously. So when she go home, what's she gonna do? Doop, 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 doop. She's calling you. I just made it home. And guess what? You know what she's gonna do when she wake up? She's gonna call and say, I think I left my Barbie pin. I left my Barbie pin. I need to come over there. I left my I left my flip-flop. It's something. She left something over there. She has to come right back. She has to spin the block because you put it on her. And she need to lay back down. And you did that. You knew what you did. So why the hell y'all be acting like, oh, people blowing up my phone? You make them blow up your phone. You do things to make people blow up your phone. Then you would act like, oh, I'm shocked. Why my phone blowing up? It's crazy, right? It's crazy. People crazy. No, you crazy. Like Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence put himself in that movie. Got that woman running around, chasing him around in her limousine. He did that to himself. He put it on her, and she laid down. Okay? That's common sense. You guys make women get obsessed with you, and then you act baffled at the obsession. Really? Let's get it together. Okay? Dial it back. You know? It's like when you get to know somebody. You're not supposed to a little give and take. Y'all just go in because y'all thirsty. Y'all don't even know when y'all going to get your next meal. So y'all got to go in. Okay, I get it. You got to go in now. This might be it. Give it your best shot. Take a chance. Well, now you got one. You caught a fish. It can happen to anybody. Okay? Man. And now, let me see. What was somebody? Okay, look. Are people dating for love or just attention? Okay, now this one is about social media validation, situationships, and people collecting partners like followers. You guys think that you Thanos. You're not Thanos. You got 5 girlfriends, 8 baby mamas. You are not Thanos. Sit down. Okay? And then these women out here, they're literally paying. They'll find the hottest guy in the world and they'll pay. They're paying whatever. Paying anything. Just so they can pose up in a picture and put the picture up at work. Because they got the good job. They got the good job, but they don't have the man. You know? So they'll get in this situationship. But when they're on Facebook, they call it a relationship. They copy and paste and they downloaded apps for $40 and $50 so they could mash up and put a picture of them next to the dude, hugged up, all that. You know how they go? You laying in bed because you just put it on her. And she got her phone. And she take it. Why you sleeping? Shit. Like, what was that? You guys know that's how. One rule you guys have to know. Phones off. You got these chicks coming over, right? They got their cell phone. I don't know. It needs to be undivided attention, especially when things is about to go down. Everybody turn their phone off. Everybody. Maybe that would have avoided a lot of situations other people be having. No, but at the end of the day, if anything, the dude need to keep his phone on. But man, if she's like in like a relationship with you and all that, she really cares about you, she wouldn't want her phone ringing or anything like that. Phone's off, okay? Especially like you going to sleep, you got your phone on. They got the phone on so they could do like this when you sleeping in a bed. You don't know. I'm a chick. I have a lot of female friends on Facebook, Instagram, all that. That's all I see is pictures of them sleeping with dudes like that. Very rare you see a picture of them together or whatever, and I don't know what's that about. Maybe he's like laughing and he's in the background standing on the side somewhere. And you know that type of couple, they don't even walk together. One walks ahead of the other one. That's definitely a situationship. And then like you guys like y'all be having the fake relationship, like sending money to a chick that live in California or Texas just so you could post her picture on your page and say that's your girl. And it's that's kind of weird. Like, you really not going to see her. You're like Mr. Scholarship. That's what we're going to call you. You're Mr. Scholarship because you're just out there, making sure you help somebody that you don't even know if they real. And even if you FaceTime, obviously they home with their husband and their kids, like, but they got time to go sit out. It's boring. You have to understand, in these places it's boring. It's no action going on. They really want to go on live. Me personally, I live in New York City. I don't need to go on live. It's too much going on right now. If I step outside, it's already too much going on. Okay? I want to be where they at. I want to be in the mountains. I want to be in the hills away from all of this. Okay? But you guys collecting girlfriends because you don't know what you want. It's like it's given. Okay, I don't know if I want to be in a relationship or not. I don't know who I'm gonna be with. I don't know who it is. I don't know. It's not how it goes. You're not Thanos. You don't need 5 girlfriends and you don't need 6 baby mamas. What you need to do is think what exactly you want in life. Because you guys always put on women like, oh, how many baby daddies is too much for a woman to have? Well, how many baby mamas is too much for a dude to have? Because y'all got them too. Nobody wakes up, one day and just decide, okay, this is exactly how I want my life to be. It's forever changing. And relationships, generally, we have to keep in mind, relationships aren't even meant to be forever. Not all the time. It's not always meant to be forever. Sometimes it's just like a pivoting point in life. You be in a relationship with this person, then you're in a relationship with that person. 7 years here, 10 years here, 5 here, 6 there, whatever. It's like, because at the end of the day, people are getting in relationships before they even find themselves. So they're finding themselves while they're in the relationship. And then they're not completely, they haven't completely found themselves when they end that relationship and go in the other one. That's why often people will be mad at someone because it's like, oh, when we was together, he didn't ever want to do all that stuff. He didn't even want to take the kids nowhere. Now look, he in a relationship with this person. Now all of a sudden he's Mr. Good Dad. He'd like to go to the zoo. That's because he's growing. Y'all were 20-something years old. Now he's 30. Now he's 40, 50, and so on and so forth. With time, we have wisdom. So he's growing into like a better individual. That's why it's more intelligent to just stay. When you're in a relationship and you 21 and she's 22, y'all been dating in high school and y'all get married at a young age, you're going to have some problems. It's going to be like some conflict. But you have to remember, he's growing as a person. We're forever learning, and so is she. If people actually give their partners that type of space to grow, then yeah, you can have that type of relationship that's like grown from like, high school, prom king and queen, all the way to, oh, we 150 years, 100 years old or whatever like that. That could happen. But you guys gotta stop being Thanos, because at the end of the day, you don't have Thanos money. You need that Thanos money, okay? Before you do that. Trust and believe. You need that money. Now let me see what else is here, because like I'm going to be talking about all of this stuff. The space. I don't even care. Okay, the biggest red flags people ignore in dating. Like moving too fast, jealousy disguised as love, controlling behavior, someone who always plays the victim. Oh, the victim. Karenizing. Some people, they will taunt you. They'll pick at you, see if you get upset. But hey, sometimes it's a test. You can tell when it's a test. Because look, if it was a test, it happened once. If it's just somebody acting like a kid and they just taunting you, childish behavior, stuff like that, that's a Karenizing. Trust and believe. Okay? Now, people be moving too fast. It be for a reason. Often women never notice. They meet this guy. They're in the Bahamas. He's so hot. He's like, oh, I love you. He takes all of his money that was supposed to be for his rent, probably. Take all the money that he have in the world to buy her a diamond ring. Right? Oh, will you marry me? Oh, I will go anywhere with you. Ladies, he's broke. That's why he's doing that. He's running fast. He need to get out of the Bahamas. He probably stole something from somebody or slept with his uncle's wife. Whatever. He's broke. He want a green card. Whatever the hell's going on. He's gonna pull out all the stops. They're gonna move fast. A woman see you got some money, or you look like you're gonna take care of things. Oh, she's ready to put it down. She's ready to do this, do that. Oh, and she's gonna give you the full girlfriend experience. Like, oh, baby, how you sleep last night? All that sweating. Always there. Boom, boom, boom. She's really always trying to be there. She's going to think about you all the time. But you guys always seem to fall for it when the women move fast. But, at the end of the day with dudes, it's a little different. They actually have a little fun with that because they know that it's just for a time. They actually really do know that. Unlike women, they'll think like, oh, he's moving fast. Oh, he must love me. And then she moves him in her house. Okay? Fall in love, meet him at the Bahamas. He give you the wedding ring. And then you move him into your house. You fly him to the Americas. And then y'all get married. And then he start yelling and screaming. And treating you like anybody else. So I'll be back when I be back. What? What are you talking about? I'm an American man. You can't tell me what to do. Watch your mouth. Immediately. Watch your mouth. Oh, you thought he was in love? Oh, you thought he was, Frenchie. All that stuff. It's over with. Leave me alone. Yo, that's exactly how they do it. Moving really fast. So fast. You don't even know why they even pursuing you like this. They're excited about everything you do. They're excited about art. They're excited about science. They're excited about books. They're excited about trees. They're excited about clouds. They're excited about everything you're interested in. You're an oceanographer? Oh, they want to be underwater with you. They want to be a merman. Why? They moving fast. They want something. Usually they just want some tail. And if you give it to them, he'll be quiet. Don't give him it. Don't give him anything. But typically, sometimes they need to be sheltered, or they need some consistent fitness going on in their life. They'll move very fast. Sometimes when dude gets exhausted, even though they don't like somebody, like, damn it, I accept them. I want them to not accept them. I want them to feel loose. I want them to get on board with this, and that's about it. So they're gonna move fast. And moving fast also leads to problems. And I always tell people this about relationships. When you're dating anybody, one of the first dates should be the doctor's office. I got blood, you got blood. Let's see what it look like, right? I'm no porn star. I don't have no OnlyFans, but I got blood. You got blood. Let's get a test. You can meet my doctor, or am I going to meet your doctor? Because I'm not trying to look at a piece of paper that you have in your shoebox somewhere in the back of the closet. I need fresh. And that doesn't mean we're going to be shooting some porn star film or something like that. You know what that means? In an emergency situation, I would not be too concerned. But at the end of the day, we're going to always protect ourselves. That's what you're supposed to do. Protect yourself. But that other part is still important. People be like, what you mean you need to see it? I'm going to use a piece of plastic. That's still not enough. Ladies, it's not enough. That piece of plastic break, you could change your life. If you ever saw the movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks, you'll understand how quickly your life can change. I implore people to watch that movie. You'll be like, what? Yes, it's very serious. So some people want to be careless with their life. Others do not have to. They don't have to be so careless with their life. Now, we're going to be talking about the biggest red flags people ignore. Oh, no, we did that, right? Okay, why people stay in toxic relationships? Oh, that's one of my favorite ones. Okay, let me pause this, get it back going. Oh man, that is crazy. Why do people stay in toxic relationships? Why do people stay in toxic relationships? Well, they stay in a toxic relationship because they're toxic. Everywhere they go, it's not going to get any better. Okay? So if you already know how you are, often they know who they are. If you already know how you are, you know what? You're just going to have to take a seat and accept what relationship you can get. Oftentimes and not, there is all of this going on. All of this going on. Somebody has to be the bigger person, right? That's what they say. But also sometimes we have to acknowledge who really is the bigger person. Because sometimes it's not you. Sometimes you need to be listen. Sometimes you're not the wisest person in the room. That's okay. You can learn, you can grow. But often, anyone raising a voice is a lack of intelligence. The person whose voice is lower, more intelligent. Okay. Now, there's also the situation where one person is raising their voice because the other person is not even allowing them to speak. So then they're not really getting any points across. So then it comes down to, okay, you're louder than me, right? The man is louder than the woman. Then she launches out and hits. Then what happened? The guy, he's going to respond in one way or the other. Now, dudes, I'll tell you this now. I'm all for restraining, okay? We, Mr. Officer, restrain me, okay? You can restrain me. But putting your hands on a woman, everybody's like, oh, our bones are small, sir. We have small bones. And I don't care what you say. Women's bones and men's bones is different. And we're not going to peel them open so we can see, okay? Because look at this. Look at that, okay? All right, so men's bones and women's bones is so different that a man can simply restrain a woman, okay? You don't have to, continuously put in your hands. If she wants to act out often, you guys should know enough to walk away. You get up and you walk away. And if she ever stops you, you walk away a little longer because it should never be stopped. You need to walk away because at the end of the day, a man's strength and everything like that. Jeez, let him go, miss. Let him go. I done watched some things on World Star Hip Hop, everything, all these videos. It's like, lady, let him go. He's trying to leave. Because that turnaround be like, whap. I'm like, oh no, that happened just a little too quick. And sometimes dudes don't even know their own strength. I watched a video the other day, a guy who was in a supermarket, and this lady, she worked there. She got all in his face because she was like, why are you staring at me or whatever? And she punched him, but we could say she poked him because it was so soft. So she did like that to him, and he simply pushed her like that. She fell back, and she didn't survive. He just pushed her. But he was as big as a linebacker, but he pushed her. Like, boop. Like, get away. Man, when she fell, I don't know if this would help, but man, it makes me feel like we should be wearing goggles and helmets every day. We got to think back in those days when they had wearing metal plated jackets and metal pants, chain pants, and all that, because we got to protect our eyes, our cranium. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. Well, he got 10 years to life or something like that. I don't know. That was considered manslaughter. That was crazy. And he looked like an innocent guy. Like he looked like a nice dude. That's why I try not to get into situations with people, because you never know how it's going to end up. I even know, because living in New York City, this lady, she had a situation with an old lady. The old lady, she was like arguing with the like a 30-something-year-old woman, and the woman pushed her. Now, if you live in New York, you know the bus driver opens the door so you can push people out. He does. First, he makes an announcement that this is a person that's keeping us from going. And then he'll open the door so people could pull and push them out. Well, in this situation, when she pulled and pushed the woman out of the MTA bus, the woman fell back, hit her head, and she also did not make it. She didn't survive. And that woman had got charged with manslaughter. And that's just how easy it happens. People will make you a vessel for them. Don't let them do that. They're supposed to be doing their job. They're the one with the protection that if you touch them, there'll be a fine of $50 million and you'll have to serve 20 years. They even give them a little sidearm and everything. So why don't they do something about it? They're making civilians do it so they don't get in trouble at work because they can lose their job if they do something incorrectly, not by protocol. They can lose their job. So even though they have all that protection, they don't do anything to keep any of us safe. You know, they'll have everyone corralled to pick on a woman just like that. Not knowing the situation, perception is really everything. And oftentimes people will think a woman is so young, but you don't know, it's makeup and a lace front. Or maybe she just got a baby face. It's people with that condition that really have a baby face. Like, you absolutely don't know. Perception is everything. So, you know, that happens often. So you just really got to go easy, you know, on the women. And like all the arguing and stuff, you're really not going to solve anything. Arguing back and forth with any situation. I understand people like, oh, I don't want to go to bed upset. I understand that because you know why they say don't do that? You might not wake up. How do you think you're going to argue with somebody and then go lay down next to them and just go to sleep? Yeah, don't go to bed upset. But sometimes you need time and space to breathe. That's why people say, you know what? I think I need to take a break. Need to breathe. Need to recalibrate. And sometimes the other person needs to reevaluate how they're treating you. And you give them that time. I hate to call it a punishment, but sometimes you have to punish them so they know not to play around. You know? Then next time you go for a walk, she'll be like, will you be back? Will you be back soon? Will you be back? And then he could turn around and say, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. And he'll be gone with the wind, honey. Just like that. Just like that. He'll be gone with the wind. So, you guys know all of these games. Y'all the ones running around with a little black book. Us women, we're not even doing all of that. Y'all got the little black book. Yeah, everybody's name in it. They know. You know what? Men keep a little black book. And for you young dudes, if you don't know, you know why you need a little black book? You never know when she's going to take that phone and throw it in the water. She's going to throw it in the ocean, throw it in the river. So when she see Brenda, who is Brenda? Smash. Stop it. Throw your phone out the window. Oh, I hate you. I hate you, Tyrone. I hate you. And it's over, right? It's not over. You'll see her tomorrow. But that book will be gone. And she'll be like, that cell phone will be gone. After you let her break your cell phone, she think, oh, yeah, that's right, girl. He ain't got that, but it's over. No. You're going to figure out how to log back into his Instagram, his Facebook, his whatever, LinkedIn, all of that stuff. He going to link back up with everybody. But if they can't do that, they keep everybody's name and number like an old hen in a little black address book. Yes, women, they keep it, they write it down. All of it. The address, the phone number, like a little hen. Because they know the cell phone could disappear. The social media could disappear. They need that roster so when they ready, they could go through that Rolodex of names like da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I'm on the case. Ooh, Katie. No, I don't want they heard da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh yeah. Renisha. Oh, let me call Renisha. Oh, you know? So yeah, dudes really do have the little black book. And everybody wants to play victim in a relationship. What they'll do is they'll go to visit your family and talk about you like a dog. They'll talk about you like a dog. So it looks like, oh, so when people see you, they be like, why'd you do that to that poor woman? Oh, they'll be looking at your family, have your family looking at you like you Jeffrey Dahmer. That's why you gotta protect your mama's picture. What? She get a hold of that mama number? Call. Every time you do something, I'm gonna call his mama. Boop, 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 like he a little kid. Let me call his mom. Oh, your mama looking at your face. Wait, why you look so angry? Your mama looking at you. They will play the victim film, you know, and they will hit you so you can hit them. It's a thin line between love and hate. You'll see a woman just boom, 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 boom. So dislocate her shoulder. But I guess it's love, right? That must be love. Could this be love? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's really toxic. Okay, now let me see. Let's go down to dating versus protecting your mental health. All right, is dating today peaceful or stressful? We're going to talk about the boundaries, taking breaks from dating, and knowing when you need to walk away. Okay, oftentimes it's your dudes that don't know when to walk away. If every time you see a girl, all she wants to do is go out to eat, it's time to walk away. Bro, you are her lunch ticket. Okay? All she want to do is eat. No, my doggy bag, yeah, she's going to order more than she's going to eat. Trust and believe. She really want to get a to-go for somebody else sometimes, but she's going to order more than she needs to eat. That more than she can eat. Just so she'd be like, oh my God, I ate the steak, but I couldn't finish the lobster. I don't want to waste it. Can you give me a doggy bag? Let me get my doggy bag to go. Period. Okay? That's one thing they do. Okay? And it will irk your nerves because she will be like, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, I missed you. Hug you. She'll be at the game room or something, all hugged up on you in the movie theater. Y'all be kissing. You be thinking you building something. She building the appetite. She don't like you. She do not like you. She came out to watch a movie for free and get some dinner and go home. Okay? She's outside playing like you. Women just play a little different sometimes. You know? And you'll be like thinking like, because she'll be texting you throughout the day. She probably set notifications in her phone so she make sure she texts this person throughout the day, whatever. You got certain times. You pay attention to detail. And she be like, ooh, miss you. You don't know. She's sending you that message right before she go lay down with her other man. Miss you. I'm so hungry. You guys are like, oh, yeah. Can't wait to see you after work. My baby, my baby. It's not your baby. It's not your baby, bro. It's a shared baby. But y'all like them young, so have some fun. Okay? Now, one thing, okay, is relationships peaceful or stressful? It's often stressful. What is really giving us all this stress is social media. Okay? Like when you're dating somebody, social media really plays a part. Because sometimes people want to be seen on social media. They feel like if they're seen on social media, they have stature, they have place. You know? They look at the number of followers they have and they like, I have these many followers. A lot of them are just a bunch of perverts and pedophiles, but that it really, social media really affects your relationship. You'll forget, what's important in the relationship. Isn't it about love? I haven't even mentioned that. You see that? I haven't even mentioned love. Okay? It's very stressful to be in a relationship because there's this pressure to expose your relationship. There's this pressure to announce to the world, I am in a relationship. It's nobody's business. If you want, no one has to know you're in a relationship at all. They don't have to know if you're straight, bi, gay. They don't have to know anything about your personal life. That's very personal. Intimacy is personal, isn't it? So why should we feel the need to announce our relationships to people? Because when they fail, they laugh. And when they succeed, people still will look at you sideways. And do we really need their validation, approval? Do they really need to know? Okay? No, they don't. At most, the most people that would need to know who you're in a relationship with, it'll probably be like family, because then that's who's coming to the cookout, right? Or the barbecue or whatever you go. Like if you're in a relationship, that's at most you would tell them, your family, if they're ever looking for you or if they ever have any concerns. They know, oh, last time I know she was dating a guy named Mike. Okay? Let me call Mike. Mike knows where she's at. Okay? Oh, let me call Tyrone. Tyrone knows where she at, whatever. So it's like your family should all at least know. I mean, that's if you have that type of family. More often than not, we don't got that type of family. So anyway, it should be private. Like look at it like as if when you go to work. Because when you go to work, you don't tell people your business at work, do you? But if you do, don't ever tell the people at work your business. They're gonna be sitting around talking about you. They just looking for something to talk about, and you would be it. So don't do that. But yeah, you have to treat it like work. You don't go to work to tell people your business, your personal life, what gym you go to, what type of food you eat, pictures of your kids. You don't need to do that. Unless you're president in office, there's no need for have people seeing all of your business. I don't know. Me personally, I say never get that comfortable. But they will use that against you. Like, you post a picture. Look, it's me and so. Cheese. Then somebody comments, oh, him? I know him. He's a deadbeat. Or, oh, that's my man. I'm dating him too. Or I just saw him last week. Or maybe somebody's jealous and they'll make up a story like in that movie Baby Kids. She was like, yeah, I was with him last night or whatever. Come find out, oh, it's a whole lie. It's a whole lie. But then at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship with somebody, things like that really shouldn't even matter if you actually care about the person, not the vessel. Like if it's just about the body, okay. But if you actually love somebody, a lot of those things you're supposed to be able to talk about. And if you can't talk about it right away, wait till the right time. Sometimes it's about timing. It's you can't just be like anxious about things. It's a whole process. Okay? That's why people do a lot of breakups at a dinner table in a public place. Write that down. Use it, lose it. I don't know. Now, the obsession phase at the start of relationships. Oh, why people get addicted to the excitement of someone new. And, oh, yep, they confuse it with love. And we already talked about that. You guys, y'all put it on women and, she lay down. What is it? Get down, lay down. You put it on her, she gonna lay down. You win. You got it. It's all yours. It's yours forever. That's what happens. Okay? And she becomes obsessed. Oh, it could simply die down though. You guys think like you're Thanos and you can have five wives, look, watch what happens. You won't have the energy. You won't be able to keep up. No, you won't. But the woman, she won't have the energy. and she might have to outsource because these people in polygamy relationships, they can't seem to please all the women all at once. Leads to a lot of fights and leads to people leaving the situation like that. Okay? Because you can't be everywhere at once. And then when you do go everywhere at once, you're gonna give subpar performance. Picture it like this. You loan me your car. I drive it in a speed rally, a speed race. I'm driving it on like a race car all over the city. I'm driving your car all over the city like a race car, right? You don't ever drive it like that, but I do. I'm spinning, burning the tires. Then I give it back to you. What you think it's gonna move like? It's gonna be trashed. I trashed it. That's exactly how it goes. So, you have to really think about what you're doing in your relationships. People will tearing it down. Now, are standards too high or too low in modern dating? I think the standards are too low. You guys seem to not care about much. Y'all like this. Y'all want a woman that looks healthy but not really healthy. So like she could paint her nails to look healthy. Ain't gotta really be healthy. You want a woman with long hair, but it ain't gotta be real. You want a woman with thick lashes, but it ain't gotta be real lashes. It could be fake. You want a woman with money, but you don't care how she got it. She might be a stripper or anything. It don't really matter. A nurse, whatever. She might be a sugar baby. As long as she got her own money. Right? Then you want a woman to be quiet, but you don't care if she's sneaky. Standards are super low right now. Like it's for everybody. Anybody can get what you do. It's like your standards are so low. And the women, they want a man who got the stamina. They don't care about nothing else. They want a man who got some money sometimes, but they don't really care about nothing else. I'm telling you, these women be like, they want to be motivated. They want to be taken care of. As long as the dude is putting it down, oh my gosh, she's going to be on one. Okay? And like someone said, like social media and relationships. Should relationships be public or private? As I said before, they should be private. You don't need to be posting pictures of your relationship on social media for approval from anyone. It's really optional. Me personally, I take pictures with people all the time and they be like looking for the picture on Facebook. And I'm like, I'll give it to you, but that's for my personal file. I come from the 90s where we have photo albums. I don't need to put my whole world out there onto the internet. So like I might take pictures or I might even go live to capture a moment, but I'm going to download and keep that for my own personal pictures as well. And you can post pictures on Facebook without it being public to everybody. You can post the pictures on Facebook and it's only for family. So only family needs to know about your relationship, your situationship, because when it falls through, if anything, your family's supposed to have your back. But, like if anything happened, your family have your back. But if it's like other people, the world, is embarrassing. When the world sees everything, that's life changing. It can be embarrassing. So like some people, they've been exposed to the world and it changed their life. It changed their relationship. People don't want to, like, after that major exposure, some people they can't overcome that. Where like you post this picture or you post that picture and then someone starts, like, they'll have an ex or something like that. Or it's a troll. It might be a 14-year-old kid with a fake profile and like he's a woman talking about, yeah, that's my man. You don't know. And, and people react to these things on social media. That's why people are sending money to all of these different countries because they're being fooled and catfished. So, you could be on social media with your relationship fully exposed and someone can like, how many, like before people even was using AI, somebody probably was taking pictures of somebody, man, like, yeah, your man was in the bed with me last night, and then posting a picture and he broke up with his wife, lost his kid, got a divorce, everything. And it was just AI before people knew how to use AI. Imagine. Now, the question that always starts an argument. What's the question that always starts an argument in relationships? Does anybody know? Can somebody tell me? What's the question that always starts an argument in relationships? That's something to think about. I would have to say, let me see your phone. That's the question that starts arguments in relationships. Let me see your phone. Once she says, let me see your phone, yeah, it's going down. It's really going down. All right, now I'm gonna pop into this one right here. Even though it's not even going to stay because, bruh, I'm just opening up a second window here. Okay, let me set this up because memories don't live like people do. My computer is acting like a shoe, and they don't know I'm good and bad, but I'm looking for memories that I had. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, because, like, I'm not really playing any games neither. That's why I'm like, I don't mind telling, I'm breaking it down for y'all. Okay? I've been breaking it down. We done, like, started talking about, hey, guys, we done started talking about relationships and stuff like that. We're on number 10, and this one is very, very, very important. Now, in case you missed it, like, a lot of you guys, y'all need to, like, pay attention to social media traps. All right. So right now we're talking about what's the question that always starts arguments? What's the question that always starts an argument in a relationship? Think about it. Let me see your phone. The first thing, let me see your phone. You know, it's giving insecure. Okay. You know, it's giving lack of faith and no respect. Don't ever let nobody treat you like a child. Let me see your phone can go on forever. And next you know, you're going to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend treating like a little kid. Phone check. Let me see your phone. That's what you do to a little child. As an adult, we shouldn't be doing that to each other. Because at the end of the day, when you see it, what you going to do? When you see what's in there, what are you going to do about it? You going to leave? I thought it was love. Or you going to stay? You know? So let me see your phone starts a lot of arguments in relationships. Another one I noticed that starts an argument in relationships is when they start talking about their parent, usually the mom. It's usually about the mom. Oh, I can't believe it. It's getting like that. I wish I had a look. Look. Is that going to go there? It's usually like the mom. You know what I'm saying? Like when the dude is talking about his mother or his mom needs to go to the store to go get eggs, he will drive 2 towns over for his mom and to go bring her some eggs or something like that. And it's like, it's my mom. It's my mom, though. You know what I'm saying? That's how dudes go in about their mother. You know? That starts an argument relationship. But let me see your phone is one. Another one that starts argument relationship be like, when you find out he has a work wife or she got a work husband, don't you play with my title like that. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you disrespecting your husband, miss. If you go to work talking about he, that's my work husband. No, you don't have the work husband. Watch your mouth. You're not supposed to be in a relationship and you like sitting there talking like that. It's funny. Then your relationship's a joke. Anybody doing that starts arguments in relationship, not understanding what the boundaries that each other are willing to go through. That starts the argument. So if somebody don't joke around like that, you can't really joke around like that with them. You have to, lack of communication starts so many arguments. If people are in a relationship and they could like take the time to have a little more clarity to understand each other, then that the relationships will be so much better. But you got to take the time to talk, have these awkward conversations. And I'll tell you the best time to have a serious conversation, and you won't believe it, the best time to have a serious conversation is when you're in bed right after you finish working out. You can have a good conversation every time. Anytime something going on, you want to talk about it after that. Nobody can move. It's really like, whatever, man. You right. You right. I'm wrong, bro. You right. You can't move, just laying there. Or, I don't know, after eating a good meal. After eating a good meal, that's a good time to have a conversation. You satiated, because you don't want them to have to need a Snickers. You talk to somebody when they're hungry, they think about what you said, and then they look, where is my dinner? I need a Snickers. I'm about to flip out. Where's my dinner? I need this. Like, are you going to cook? I don't know. We're going to talk first. No, don't do that. Don't have a power trip. That starts conflict too. If you're in a relationship and you always do the driving and this person always doing the cooking, or this person cuts the grass and that one washes the dishes, don't start doing power tripping and like, oh, I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so now you're a problem. Now you're acting like a child. Dragging things on. Immaturity. But often you guys do this to yourself because you always say y'all want a little young thing, pretty little young thing. Sometimes a little young thing needs to be taught some lessons. As I told you, we're growing as individuals, whether we're 20, 30, or 40, or 50. So act accordingly and treat them accordingly. Yep, that's exactly how it goes. Act accordingly, treat them accordingly. All right. Now, why some people are addicted to drama in relationships? Ooh! If you ever saw Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you might be addicted to drama too. Oh, man. With Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Oh, that was a hot, sexy romance. Man, might as well call it BDSM and everything. Okay, so how long should someone wait before entering a new relationship? Wait, why some people are addicted to drama in relationships? Okay. The chaos can feel like passion. Oh, yeah, that's what I just said. It does feel like passion. And who doesn't like that? Imagine yelling and screaming at somebody and then screaming at you. And then you just start kissing. Ooh, like, forget all of that. Forget all that. That's passion. All right. Now, the last, okay. Healing before dating. All right. When you're dating, be ready to date. Or you're just going to jump into the first person that talks to you. The first person that gives you a kind compliment. You're going to marry him. You're not going to know him. You're going to think that you want to be a painter or you want to be a scientist in Antarctica. You'll be open-minded because the first person, you're not supposed to like fall in love and like make it like, okay, this is it. But sometimes people do have such discernment that they are able to always find the right person every time. So it can go both ways. But you got to be careful because you'll just jump into a relationship that you don't genuinely want to be in. And it's not just bad for you. It's bad for them. That's why people ask about, oh, how many relationships you've been in and stuff like that. They're not really like trying to see, how many bodies or whatever. I mean, how many people you've been dating and all that stuff. It's not really about that. Well, they want to know when was the last time you was in a relationship because they want to know, am I the rebound? Or have you taken the time, to grow? And because every time you break up with someone, your goal should be to be a better person. So if you was in a relationship and he was like, "Oh, you fat, you ugly, you have no job, you lazy," and you break up, evolve. Show them you evolved too. You never know if you might want to spin the block. Show them you evolved. But then after that, you're gonna, next relationship you're gonna be in, you're gonna be in a better standard. You're gonna be in a better position, because not only are you all the things that they did not appreciate, but now you work out. Now you have hobbies. Now you have more goals. Now you're more well-rounded. Now you read books. Now you explore the city. Now you have a better job, a better standing. Now you have a more better understanding of life. So yeah, of course we have to evolve. Now, for the last question, what's the craziest thing someone has done? Okay? What's the craziest thing someone has done because they were obsessed with you? All right? All right, so leave that in the comments. Tell me what's the craziest thing someone has done to you. Okay? What's the craziest thing someone has done because they were obsessed with you? And I'll tell you, I've had some people very, very obsessed with me. Okay? Very. Even people I didn't even know were obsessed with me. So what's the craziest thing someone has done when they was obsessed with you? I'll leave you with this one story. I used to date this guy. All right? I was like, I don't know, 17, 16. I don't know. Like, I was dating this guy and he would follow me around and I didn't know he was following me everywhere that I went. Until I went to go buy something from this guy on the street. And he said, "Why you always have to have this man following you everywhere you go?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "One day I'm going to show you. One day I'm going to show you." Because he keep telling me, "Look back. I never see nothing." I always laugh. And one day he said, "Ready?" I'm like, "Ready?" He's like, "Now." And I was like, boom. And I caught him. I'm like, "Why are you following me?" He's like, "Oh, I was worried. Like, if anything happened to you, I'll be right there." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's so crazy." Obsession. So tell me, what's the craziest thing someone has done because they were obsessed with you? Okay? Leave it in the comments. I will be responding and we'll be talking about it again when I go live. All right? All right. Later. I'm going to get out of here. Toodles. Bye. Bye to the Facebook too. Bye to the face and Tunchi. Deuces. All right. Later.